If your Facebook ads look good for 2 weeks and then suddenly fall off a cliff, or if you've never been able to get them off the ground at all, this video is going to fix that and save you money in the process. Because in 2026, the old way of running Facebook ads, like separate funnels, separate audiences, turning off ads based on return on ad spend, things like that can quietly sabotage your performance. So today, I'm super excited to show you a better structure that's producing the best results right now. One campaign, one ad set, multiple ad types, and a completely different way to optimize. And the best part, this is perfect for small business owners because it simplifies your account and helps Meta learn faster with a smaller budget. And in case you don't know, I'm Brandy with Life Marketing, the digital marketing agency with a mission to help small businesses grow. If you want to get a custom quote and proposal totally free to see exactly how we could help your business scale and what that would look like, you can schedule a free strategy call using the link below. Otherwise, whether you run an e-commerce store, a local service business, or any business that needs consistent leads and sales, stick with me because by the end, you'll know exactly how to set up your Facebook ads and what not to do. So first, let's talk about why the old structure is breaking in 2026. A few years ago, the standard Meta setup was a 3-step funnel. Top of funnel was for awareness and traffic, middle for engagement and consideration, and bottom for conversion-heavy retargeting. Then Meta's targeting got smarter, and everyone simplified into 1 or 2 campaigns, often just conversion campaigns with buy now ads. But here's the problem with that simplified approach. Meta will find the people who are already ready to buy first. So you launch a campaign and the results look amazing. Now I know what you're thinking. You're like, and that's a problem. How? Because then it fades. Your results drop off not because your product suddenly got worse, but because you ran out of ready to buy people and you were not consistently creating new warmed up buyers. You see, human behavior never changed. People still need different messages depending on where they are at mentally in their buying cycle for your business. What did change is that Meta can now handle that sequencing inside one ad set if you set it up correctly. So with that, let's talk about the better way to set up Facebook ads in 2026. Here's the new structure: 1 sales campaign, 1 ad set, and a mix of ads in that 1 ad set for different awareness stages. Instead of building the funnel manually with separate campaigns, you build the funnel inside 1 ad set using creative diversity. Meta can then do something you cannot do manually at scale, which is personalize the path for each person. Someone's ready to buy, Meta can show them your strongest conversion ad first. Someone's cold, Meta can warm them up with an educational or problem-aware ad before asking for the sale. You used to have multiple campaigns and therefore multiple budgets to do this, but not anymore. That is the advantage. So then what does this creative diversity we're talking about actually mean? This is the part most small businesses mess up, so focus up here. A lot of business owners create 8 ads, but they're basically the same ad, same general hook, same angle, and same buy now energy. Meta cannot build a funnel from that. Instead, you want 3 categories of ads in the same ad set. Number 1, you want problem-aware educational ads. These are designed to stop the scroll and create relevance among people who have otherwise never heard of your brand before. That's our cold audience. So for an e-commerce example, a skincare brand could run an ad like, still using products that strip your skin barrier? Here's what that's costing you. For a service business example, a plumber could run an ad like, most homeowners ignore this one sign until it becomes a $2,000 emergency. These ads are not trying to sell immediately. They're trying to earn attention with helpful value so as to build trust first. Then number 2, you run how it works ads. This is where you show your method, your process, and what makes you different. So for e-commerce, this can be a demo, ingredients, or a before and after process. And for service businesses, this can be a walkthrough of what happens when they book, what's included, and what results to expect. And then number 3, you run proof and CTA ads, or call to action ads. These are your let's go ads, testimonials, reviews, outcomes, offers, and a direct call to action. For e-commerce, this means UGC testimonials or user-generated content testimonials, bundles, and limited time offers. For service, this means here's what we did for so-and-so, reviews, case studies, and a booking CTA. Put all 3 types of ads in one ad set, and now Meta can sequence them accordingly. Now, here's another thing that surprises people. In 2026, a lot of your targeting is treated like a suggestion, not a strict rule. So when you create multiple ad sets, like 1 for cold, 1 for warm, 1 for lookalikes, and 1 for interest, First, Meta often ends up showing ads to overlapping people anyway, but the bigger issue is this. When you split your budget across multiple ad sets, you reduce the amount of conversion data that each one gets, and less data equals slower learning, which equals higher costs. That's why consolidation works so well for small businesses. You get faster optimization because all of your signals are in one place. So the better way is not more ad sets, more control. It's one ad set, more creative variety, and better data flow. Now, here's where most people accidentally ruin this setup. Traditional optimization says when you're looking at your ads, turn off the ads with the worst ROAS, or return on ad spend. But in an all funnel structure like what we're talking about, an ad can look bad based on the ROAS because it's doing a top of funnel job. Its job is warming people up, not converting them. So if you kill that ad, your conversion ads suddenly have to do all the heavy lifting. Your costs will go up and your ROAS drops overall, and therefore performance gets shaky. So if you're not optimizing based on ROAS, what do you do instead? You turn off the ads Meta is not spending money on, because in this system, Meta's spend distribution is a signal. If Meta is consistently spending on 2 to 3 ads in your ad set and ignoring the rest, it's telling you these are the best pieces for the system right now. So your job is to turn off the ads with near zero spend. Replace them with new ads, keeping diversity, problem aware, how it works, and proof CTA, then let Meta retest and reallocate. You're optimizing based on what Meta chooses to use, not just surface level ROAS. So here's a quick setup checklist so that you can implement this today. Set up one campaign with a sales objective and one ad set in that campaign targeting a broad audience, meaning 1 to 3 demographics max. That's it. No interests or behaviors. Meta is smart enough to find people on its own without you restricting it with too many targeting options, so don't overcomplicate it. Add 6 to 12 ads total across the 3 stages. That means 2 to 4 educational problem aware ads, 2 to 4 how it works ads, and 2 to 4 proof or call to action ads. Then give it time to learn. Don't panic edit every 24 hours. And after about a week, turn off the ads with no spend, replace them with new variations, and keep the funnel mix intact. The bottom line is the better way to advertise on Facebook in 2026 is not by building funnels manually. It's building one ad set that contains the full funnel and letting Meta personalize it per person. One campaign, one ad set, multiple awareness stages, and optimize based on spend allocation, not just bad ROAS. This is how you get stability, especially if you're a small business and every dollar has to count.